How to build a personal brand that sells, even if nobody knows you. In the end, but within your reach, keep listening to your inner voice, doing what it asks of you. And if need be, confide in someone you trust. We all learning in a vast world. You cannot be educated. You cannot be a man. I'm not going to specially attach the clique of being educated to it alone, because everyone who has that ability to breathe should be able to make money. So if you know yourself as being capable of running around, this is an opportunity for you. It is saying you can generate income even when there is no one to help you set up a business. Start with what you already have. And today's topic, we're saying how you can actually build a personal brand, because what sells is not your logo. It's not the office you have. It's not the location of your office. It's not the machines you have. What sells your business is your personality. It's you. And that is why you must always have that mindset to build the person you are for your business to grow. And we are talking about 4 major pillars. If you must build a personal brand that sells your business, there are 4 major pillars you must always work on. Number 1, which of course is the pillar 1, is ensuring that you know who you are and what you stand for. Know who you are and what you stand for. You cannot sell confusion, which is one of the major problems a lot of people go into business to do. You cannot sell confusion. Your audience, the people that buy from you, must know you for one thing first. So it is important in setting up your first pillar to ask yourself, what problem do you want to solve? Number 2 question you must ask yourself, I hope you're using a pen and paper right now. Number 1 is to ask yourself, what problem do you want to solve? If you can't catch up with me, of course, you can always replay it on our social media handles. Number 2 question is, who do you solve those problems for? That's knowing your audience. Number 3, what transformation do you intend to bring into the lives of people, or do you expect your audience to achieve from the problems you solve? Now, until you're able to define those things, your brand will feel scattered, will feel useless before people. So pillar 1 is having clarity, knowing who you are and what you stand for. Let's go to the number 2 pillar. Number 2 pillar is about consistency. I've always talked about how most business owners fail in business because of inconsistency. I've made an example of myself, and I have drawn your attention to a good number of people who have had same challenges. Look, the point here is this. When you don't show up, nobody knows you exist. Even the man who is the dullest in the room, as far as he starts making a lot of noise, he gets recognized. So it's important that you have your second pillar as consistency. Show up even when nobody is watching you. Now, a personal brand is not built in one post that you create on a daily basis or one radio appearance. No, it is built in a daily drop of value and repeated enough to create trust. Now, you must be consistent in that. You must be consistent in your message. You must be consistent in your tone. You must be consistent in your appearance, in the values you provide, and of course, the platforms you use. So consistency builds familiarity, and familiarity builds trust, and trust builds what? Sales. So the moment people trust you, sales begin to flow. Number 3 pillar is content. Now, your voice must be seen and heard. That's your content. Content is the number 1 strategy to go from unknown to unforgettable. When nobody knows you, the content you provide, you dish out, is what will make you become visible. So it's important that you always share that content. Your content should center around educating people, inspiring people, solving problems, showing your personality, and demonstrating your expertise. Listen here. Those contents, every post, every video, every voice note, every radio drop is a seed of influence. Is a seed of influence. Those are your contents, and they are your seed of influence. They are the things that will make you become influential. They are the seeds that will make people trust you. The 4th pillar is credibility. And of course, it's our last pillar, is credibility. What is credibility? It's simply giving people a reason to believe you. Because people buy from who they trust. And trust comes from proof. So when you give people a reason to believe you, automatically your business begins to grow. Sales begin to come in. Now, it's important that you build credibility by first sharing testimonials, even your back, how do they call it? The behind the scenes stories. Share it. No matter how bad it is, share those stories. It allows people to trust you. I remember I was discussing with someone the other time, and he said, oh, very dark man, this, that. And I said, listen, do you know how that young man came into the lives of Nigerians and people have trusted him like their Messiah today? He didn't come like someone who is unblemished, without a sin. He came and told his story first, the darkest times of his life, and he told them where he's going. That is why people can kill for the young man today. You need to share your testimonials. Show case studies of things you have done, succeeded on, and the ones you have even failed. It's like displaying your before and after results. You need to keep telling your story, sharing your wins and your lessons, showing behind the scenes of your work. Listen here. Credibility is actually the currency of selling without begging. Credibility. It is the currency of selling without begging. So importantly, note this, that you don't need to be famous to be influential. You only need to be authentic, valuable, and visible. Now, here's the key idea. Your personal brand is your reputation multiplied by visibility. So this is the simple, actionable formula you can begin to take. Number 1, show up daily. Number 2, give value. Number 3, share results. And guess what? You will have a magnetic brand. This formula works for anyone on earth born of a woman. Let's take a young man, for example, a young entrepreneur who started sharing daily insights on land buying, property documentation, smart investment habits. Guess what happened to this young man? Within months, people started seeing him as an authority. And suddenly, customers began reaching out to this young man. Referrals started coming in. Influence began to rise. Sales multiplied. Why? Because visibility is what created trust, and trust creates transactions. Here's the lesson you need to learn from here. If you don't show the world your value, the world will assume you have nothing to show for.